Alright guys, it's Dashing Expeditions here at Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot 2026.
Join us today as we check out some incredible topiaries, try festival food, take a behind-the-scenes tour, and share a few tips we learned along the way that might help you make the most of your visit.
So we are in Club Cool, which is where all the cool kids like me go. And we're trying some sample sodas. This is here in Epcot. These are free. So if you need a break from the heat or if you just want something to drink, you can try this. So I've got Moldova here, which kind of tastes kind of bland. It's like a cherry soda, but it's not very strong. And then we got my favorite, which is Russia here, which is a cucumber lime Sprite. And that one is the best, for sure. Very fresh.
Why is it the best?
Well, it's fresh, it's refreshing, it's crisp. And if you had Sprite, imagine if you just took a couple cucumber slices, put it in your Sprite. It just complements the lemon and lime really, really good. This is definitely, I think, my favorite. Which one's yeah?
Sprite from Russia.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to try Italy, which I heard is amazing.
Try Italy. Yeah, no, you should try Italy, for sure.
No, you can go ahead and try Italy.
Danielle's gonna try Italy.
No, Ashley can try Italy.
Madagascar, Italy.
If you need a break from the crowds, this area near Creation Shops is one of our favorite spots. Based on our experience, it tends to be a little quieter than the surrounding areas. When we're visiting with our kids, it's a great place to let them wind down, settle in before a nap, and recharge a bit before continuing our day around Epcot. Based on our experience, you'll find a lot of Figment and Orange Bird merchandise throughout the store. Pro tip, if shopping is on your must-to-do list, try shopping a little earlier in the day. It can get pretty crowded later on, especially near park closing, making it a little harder to browse. We also noticed that while there's a decent selection for kids, most of the clothing seemed geared towards toddlers and older children with fewer options for babies. Epcot is where you'll get the best Figment merch. One of the things that we feel makes the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival so special is that throughout the park there are displays highlighting different flowers and herbs, sharing their names, growing information, and some of the ways they can be used at home. As someone who hopes to have a home garden someday, I found these displays both inspiring and educational. Hey guys, we stopped at the Nectar food booth and I got the tuna poke bowl. It has edamame, avocado, tuna, sticky rice, seaweed, mango, and umami sauce. So just looks very fresh. Right amount of spice, salt. The tuna has good texture. The seaweed has a nice crisp to it. Honestly, the rice is a little bit harder in texture than I would have thought, but the toppings, the tuna, the flavors in general look really good. So overall, I think it's pretty good, and it's a good size too. This is the Disney store right at the beginning of the World Showcase. A lot of times you'll have the same merch. Sometimes you'll have unique things. And this is where you can get your Pandora. Oh wow, villain section. You don't see a lot of villain sections here in Disney.
Looks like it's the same one from Ohana's.
All right, so we have got the liquid nitrogen honey mascarpone cheesecake with a little bit of blueberry here, and it's got this nice little edible flower. This is a festival favorite. It's been here for the past few years, and it's got a really nice texture to it, really rich when it comes to the cheesecake, but the honey adds the finishing touches to it. So definitely, as you'll see me, I'm dipping it into the honey. Definitely one of my favorites here in Flower and Garden, for sure.
Hey guys, I ditched Asher. He's getting some beers, or at least a beer flight. Not sure which one he's gonna go for. I think the beer flight, because he likes to sample lots of different beers at a time. But I am looking around at my next find. Pro tip, if you're able to split up and cover more ground and then meet up again. We don't always have to do this. A lot of times we're able to just kind of go together with the flow, but today we actually came on one of the peak times. We didn't mean to. We just didn't look at the schedule. We did not consider anything. We kind of just booked it and went with it. So, you know, towards the Mexico route is always the most popular way to go on the World Showcase, but we went the opposite towards Canada. Seemed a little less crowded, so we'll see what Asher comes up with. And like I said, I'm going to be looking around to see what else looks good and we can get. We do want the prize at the end. Last year, it was a vanilla Dole Whip that was vegan. And so, like I said before, I like to avoid dairy, and so I normally stay away from ice cream. And the vegan ice creams are normally that great. But this one was so rich. It had a cinnamony aftertaste. It was so creamy. You honestly couldn't tell if it was real ice cream or if it was vegan ice cream. So I'm hoping that that's the treat this time.
They got the beers I want.
Oh, okay.
They got the sours, the ghost, the little fruity tooty stuff that I like, plus the little steak tips. If we can get in here though. I was gonna say pro tip, try to walk like there's other people in the park. If you can do that, it makes it better for everybody. But yeah, we are here at Northern Bloom, which is essentially Canada. So we're gonna try the steak here. We're also gonna try some of the beers that they've got. But there's some really good ones that I like. There's a ghost, there's a sour, and then there's one more that the name has slipped my mind, but you're gonna find out in a second what it looks like.
All right, guys, Florida weather is crazy. We were just in the sun, and now we are all hiding in this little covered area. Asher was able to get a flight, a beer flight. This is what we got going on.
All right, guys, so we have got this beautiful steak tips with mashed potatoes, heirloom vegetables, here from Northern Bloom. So it is a little bit soupy. It is a rainy day here in Epcot. So we just got out of being under shelter, but now we're happy and we're ready to go. So we're gonna try the steak tips that we've got here from Canada. Really good flavor, not too salty. I'm a big fan of steak, so sometimes you feel like people just douse it with salt. That's not this. And then as far as the mashed potatoes, also really good. Not bland. You know, one of the cool things about Flower and Garden is you're seeing at Disney, not your normal theme park food. You've actually got some culinary, you know, designs here, and this dish is one of the better ones, I'd say. So, you know it's good when I'm eating the vegetables. And as you can see, here's a carrot. Your boy's not even thinking twice. I will say this is very tender meat. So one of the things is you're noticing I only got a fork. You don't need a knife. The meat is cooked that well and that tender, but you don't need a knife when it comes to a steak, which is one of my favorite things about the festivals here. Every steak I've had, whether it be at Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, is so tender enough to where I can just eat it with the fork. So.
Near Canada, you have Alice. So passing Canada, we are in New England. And for those of you that need service dogs, this is a area of relief for your service dogs where they can come and just relax. Also, the music levels drop slightly in this area, allowing for, you know, kind of removing of your service animal from a high stress environment if needed. So this is a great rest stop for families. You have a companion restroom, you have a regular restroom, and then you have the service dog rest area for them. So we are in Mexico. This is honestly one of the coolest places.
Cuántas muchachas bonitas nos vienen a visitar, ante brisa carretero que yo viendo por ciega. Michoacanos, michoacanos, vamos todos a gozar.
very cute. So we're going to ride the Three Caballeros. The line is normally 15-20 minutes and it moves along pretty quickly. Those that need accessible options, I point that out because, like I said, normally when we travel with our whole family, we normally have EVCs and wheelchairs and a lot of people all at once. So this is the restaurant. Again, just the environment here. It's a lot cooler on a hot or rainy day. This is a great place to escape, cool off, do some shopping, eat, and just have a good time. All right, guys, so we are in the Mexico Three Caballeros ride, and on the app it said it was 20-minute ride. It was a 20-minute wait line, and we got on it in exactly 6 minutes. Not saying it's always going to be that way, but every time that we've come, it's around the same. Asher says there's been an update on this ride, and I keep telling him.
That's what I told Daniela, but she's afraid right now, so she'll find out the hard way. But
He always does this. He just tells me that something new happens and that it's a drop or something crazy.
I didn't say that, but there's something unexpected coming.
You see, he always says something crazy is going to happen. These are their shops inside of Mexico, and everything has Dia de los Muertos type of decoration, the sugar skull theme on it. Casually drinking tea. An apron that Asher thought I should get.
Yep.
But I don't really cook. And then these dresses.
Ace pineapple cider.
Yep.
I've got some really good ones. What I'll do, which one do you want? Do you want the 5-lime cerveza or do you want the hard
I want
cider?
something refreshing and crisp. I don't want any of your little fruity
So then we're
beers.
gonna go 5-lime cerveza and then we're gonna try lumpia, which is plant-based.
Okay. You're sure that one is going to be crisp, the beer?
Yes.
Okay, Asher likes a lot of fruity tooty stuff. And I like nice and crisp. Don't look at me that way.
She can't handle fruit.
All right, so we're coming up here. This is basically where Asher and I lived for the past few years. This is a baby care center. They're very, very nicely equipped. They have a little store where inside where you can get anything you forgot, from diapers to creams, medicine, and then they have changing tables that are kept pristine, and they have on top replaceable paper sheets that you can, put your child on, and then when you're done, you throw it off and put a brand new one for the next person. So very, very clean. There's bathrooms for the parents. There's a sitting area and rest area for you to have a snack, and there's a pumping place as well. Yeah, the breastfeeding area is quiet and dim lighted so the babies can relax, and so mom can relax, and like I said, there's a sitting area for dads as well. Now we're going to the Citrus Blossom to get my hopefully crisp beer and lumpia. All right, guys, this is where the Citrus Blossom food stand is.
All right, guys, we have got the lumpia, which is with plant-based pork. It's got a little slaw here. We've also got a yuzu sauce here. And then we've got our 5-lime cerveza from a local brewery in Ohio. Lumpia is really good. It has a little bit of an aftertaste. You can taste the plant-based part at the end. And then our beer. It's good beer. Very slight lime taste. Just a nice crisp lager. So for in Flower and Garden, if it's a warmer day, it's a good thing to just refresh and cool off on.
All right, guys, this is Communicore Hall. We have a baseline map of the whole place. And this is another great area to take a breather from the outside. Great place to escape. Has AC, there's tables. They have different activities here throughout different seasons in Epcot. They're all really cool and unique. During the Epcot Arts Festival, they had, you know, remnants of old plays in Broadway here, and it was all really cool to see. Orange Bird merch. He's very popular. Out of all the parks, he's mainly here in Epcot.
The blueberry crumble cake with blueberry lemon soft serve and blueberry compote. The soft serve was creamy and had deep rich sweetness, and the blueberry compote balances the sweetness of it well with the crumb cake, which is dense and moist. Going into the World Showcase, we're gonna get a little corn on the cob.
Oh yes, the corn on the cob. Last year we had it, and it has the vegan cheese on, and I'm not a fan of vegan cheese normally, but this one was great. And we actually just came off of doing the behind the scenes tour, and I thought it was pretty neat. It was like an hour long. You walk throughout. You know, they have more information on how they make everything happen, and you know, their conservation efforts and the research that's behind their greenhouse, a little bit more in depth than the actual ride, The Land, which also does cover some of the information. But I think it was really good. Did you like it?
I thought the planet was awesome. No, it was actually really cool. There was a lot of really cool stuff there. A lot of cool scenery. And then The Land, the behind the scenes tour was also really cool. I did not realize shrimp get as big as they get. But I found that out. But no, just the ways that they can grow crops without soil, without, you know, keeping them in the air. And then right now they're exploring how they can grow crops in space. Just seems to be completely, you know, revolutionary.
Yeah, and in sand too.
Yeah, in sand. So
yeah,
really cool, informative tour. I will say that one is more of, if you're interested in that area or that type of stuff, great. If not, may not be the best fit, but still you'll get a lot of really cool from it. So still worthwhile if you've never done it.
Yeah, and the movie the Awesome Planet he was referring to is we've never really stopped in to look at the Awesome Planet movie that is in the Land Pavilion, and it was a 10-minute video or movie, sorry, and it was really enlightening. It was really good.
It was cool. It was cool.
And on a rainy day, it's also a great place to just, you know, rest and, you know, stay out of the weather, whatever it is, hot, cold, windy, rainy. So overall, it was great. Oh man, so we're gonna take advantage and take some videos because I can just see that rain is just coming. You can just see that wall of rain just coming in our direction. Luckily we have umbrellas, but it's also very windy, so I don't think we're gonna be able to stand up to the elements today. Alright guys, so I have the corn on the cob. This is a vegan option. It has garlic, it has some condiments on it, and it also has a vegan cheese on top. So it has a rub on the top. It's salty, has like a spice. It has like a buttery texture.
There's a picture right there.
And I can taste the cheese, and it actually tastes it's like a creamy cheese. Tastes really good. It does not taste like your normal vegan cheese that has a weird aftertaste, so I definitely love it. I loved it last year, love it this year. Really good.
And what do we got over here to your left?
Well, that's actually yours. That's actually up Asher's alley, so I'm not sure if you wanted to tell us more about that.
Essentially, orange cake pop, but it's got a little orange dreamsicle flavor twist to it. And then from a local brewery here, we've got a key lime hard cider. Key lime hard cider, not as sweet as you would think, which I love about it.
Let me just have a taste of the beer. Oh, this is very nice. It has a citrusy feel, but it's also very crisp, and the sweetness is not overpowering. So today's been it's been a weird day. It's been humid, it's been hot, it's been now kind of chilly, rainy, and these little beer flights and beer tastings have been hitting the spot.
That they do.
Dios, pero no adiós. You got a friend in me when the road looks. You got a friend in me.
Here we have the potato pancakes with house-made applesauce. This wasn't our favorite. They were a little dry and pretty bland, but the raspberry rattler definitely made up for it. It was light, crisp, and had a refreshing sweet tart raspberry flavor. These are found in Germany. German foods available year-round include Summerfest, which offers quick-service favorites with the convenience of mobile order and pickup. For a full buffet experience with live entertainment, make a reservation at Biergarten Restaurant. A reservation is highly recommended. You can join a walk-up list, but these get filled up quickly and it's not a guarantee. So we're heading to Tangerine Cafe. We always come here every time we come to Epcot. They have the Moroccan wraps with chermoula chicken, Moroccan spiced lamb, and plant-based falafel with tomato cucumber relish and a garlic sauce. The garlic sauce is dairy-free. This is a hearty meal. It's a great size, very tender meats, very flavorful, and the falafel is surprisingly moist, not dry. We also got the cider flight for Asher because he loves his cider flights.
All right, guys, we have completed our Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, our garden graze. We have gotten our festival treat, which is our vegan vanilla Dole Whip. And so, wishing you a wonderful dashing expedition, and until next time, see you later.
Bye.